Hey, welcome back everyone. In this video, we are going to learn Terraform Variable Precedence into the deep dive. But we are going to cover all the way to pass the variable into the Terraform. Which method will win and which method will lose. So we check the precedence order. We will also compare auto.tfvars versus tfvar file. And we will pass the environment variable, which is the hidden method to pass the variable into the Terraform. Next, we will check the real world scenario like dev stage and the prod, how we can use it, and we also check the common mistakes. So let's get into it. So first, I given the lowest to the highest priority 0, which is the special one. We declare the variable inside the main.tf, either hard coded or no overridden. So these are two methods. Then we have priority 1, which is the lowest one. We pass the default value into the variable.tf, which can be overridden by the priority 2 if we pass the environment variable into our CLI. Third one is priority 3 if we are passing the terraform.tfvars file. Priority 4 one is terraform.tfvars.json file. And then we have a priority 5, we pass the auto.tfvars. We pass the star because it could be the prod, dev or any environment. Then we pass the CLI flag into the CLI itself using -var-file flag. Then we have priority 7 -var flag. So I have given the rule higher priority always win over the lower priority. So we will set up the real world multi-environment pattern as well. After that, we will run this command to apply this real world environment pattern. I give the position as well. How can you use the export and pass the secret and all the things? I have given the command as well. You can use it. Then I give the visual summary. We have the common mistake which beginner and the experienced both do. So expecting TFR to override -var. These kind of mistake are done by the Terraform developer. Either he is experienced or the beginner one. And I have given when to use which kind of variable, like the into the variable.tf or the terraform.tfvars or auto.tfvars. So we have a key takeaways, and then we have an interview question. So I have already given the question and all the answer. You can go through it. I will paste the link into the description. Now let's go to the practical directly. So for that, I'm opening my VS Studio Code, and we did the demo on the variable. Now we have to do the demo on the variable precedence. So let's create a separate folder, give some name, variable precedence. I hope the spelling is correct. Now create the file main.tf. First we have to write the Terraform block. So Terraform, then you have to give the required provider. Then you have to pass the AWS equal column, and you have to give two things. First is source and second one is version. So let's give the source. It should be the HashiCorp /AWS, and value will be, I'm giving with the tilde symbol, and then greater than, give the 5.0. Okay, let's save it. Now we need the provider block. So provider should be the AWS, and then you have to give the region. The region will be US East 1. So half of my task is already done by the Terraform extension. So next we have to create the resource block. Resource to be the AWS 3 bucket. So this time I'm creating the bucket. Okay, with the spelling mistake, and you can give the demo bucket. Any name you can give here, the resource name. So I give the demo bucket. Now we have to give the bucket name. So first method, we are passing the hard-coded value of the variable. So I'm giving the name Python DevOps demo bucket. Let's save it, and then we have to initialize the Terraform. For that, we have to go into that folder cd var precedence. So we have a main.tf here, run the command Terraform net. So it's initializing and installing the plugin as well. So our Terraform has been successfully initialized. Now let's run the Terraform validate command to validate the syntax. Let's open the console as well before doing the apply. Check. Okay, let me refresh because I have already logged in into the AWS account. Yeah, I have already logged in here. Just need to refresh this tab. Okay, no S3 bucket is there. So let's run the command Terraform plan. So it will show you what resources it's going to be created by the Terraform itself. So you can see the plus sign, and this thing is after the apply the Terraform, but the bucket name or the bucket name. Yeah. So Python DevOps bucket. Now run the Terraform apply command. It's asking for the approval, so I type the yes and hit enter. So it start creating the bucket. Okay, it's created. Now let's go to the console, refresh this. We got the bucket. So we cannot override this because it is not the actual variable we are using into the Terraform. So how can we use the variable? So we can going to do the first method. So hashtag 0 priority 0. Okay. So we are going to create the variable here itself, variable, and give the region, and we can give some description. This is for the AWS region. Then give some value. Sorry, you have to give the default. Default should be the US East one. Then you can use it here, this variable. So it's already shows me a hint. So use the var keyword and then region. Let me uninstall this extension, showing me too much hints. So just Terraform. I'm just disabling it. I will enable later while I do my personal work. Okay, first variable is created. Let's create the second variable to give the bucket, and description will be used for the S3. Give some different description. This is going to be the bucket name. Give some value. Default Python DevOps bucket. Let's leave it and remove from here. But before that, just run the Terraform destroy command. Terraform destroy. I did not save this file, so it will pick up the existing file. So that's why it's start destroying. Okay, our S3 is deleted. Okay, now let's save that file. Open the Visual Studio Code. Give the variable. You have to pass the variable.bucket name. Okay, now run the Terraform plan, then apply. You can run the plan, then apply if you did some changes. So you can see these are the resources is going to be created. You can run the Terraform apply. Okay, let me show you something. You can give the auto approve. Well, yes. Auto approve. Let me check the command. Not sure. Just delete this one. Run the -help, and it shows what flags we can pass. So it is the auto approve. I pass Terraform apply auto approve. Okay, just pass auto approve. Yeah, you don't need to write the yes. Okay, start creating. Okay, let's see if the S3 bucket is created or not. The S3 bucket is created in the US East region, and we are using the variable. Now let's do one thing. You have to check the priority 1, which is default variable value. So let's create a variable file for it. But before that, run the Terraform destroy and comment all the things. I think you need to comment all the things. Let it be destroy first. Yes. Okay, now we are going to create the for the priority, and first we have to pass the provider AWS. Then we have to pass the region goes to var.region itself. I will create a variable. It will shows the error, but let's create a file variable.tf. Variable.tf. Create a variable and give some name, like I am giving the region, and you can give some description. I'm not passing the description. Let's keep it default as the US East one. Let's save it, and then we have to create the other variable, and the name is bucket, and give some value default Python demo bucket for DevOps. Let's save Python demo bucket. Give something else to Python DevOps demo bucket. Now the thing is, you pass the variables. You can give the another thing as well, the like type is the string. You can give the description to it is for the is this for not it is for the AWS region. You can pass it same down there into the bucket, but I'm leaving as it is. Okay, now let's create the bucket. For that you have to create the resource block. You have to give the resource type is WSS3 bucket, and then you have to give the name demo bucket. You can give any name. Let's save it, and then you have to pass the argument, which is bucket and where dot bucket name. Okay, clear. Run the command Terraform plan first, Okay, I did so many mistakes on the CL itself. And then Terraform auto proof apply hyphen auto. Let's run the apply. We will pass the yes as a we got the prompt. Yes. Okay, as the bucket is created, let's check into the console. Let's surface this one. So we got the bucket Python DevOps demo bucket. Okay. Now what we are going to do? We are going to override this using variable. So I'm just overriding this variable Python DevOps demo bucket. You can pass the multiple variable into the export and then you can use it. So run the command. First run the clear. Well, let me open the terminal. So for that, copy path. I have copied the path. Now let's open the terminal. This is our terminal. Clear. I'm not sure how to. I'm increasing the size of this terminal cd and just paste it. Okay, we are into the var precedence folder. Do ls. So we have a main.tf and variable.tf. These are the backup and the state files. So let's leave as it is. I will explain in the upcoming video in this series. So what we are going to do, we are going to override these variables. Let's minimize the size of the, let's the control b will work. Okay, and then we are going to override this variable name. Okay, so for that we have to run the command export and then you have to give the tf in caps, then var, then whatever the variable name. So it is a bucket name, so I'm copying this, copy and paste it here, and then you can give the value, any value. So currently is the Python DevOps demo bucket. So let's change the name, Python DevOps. I'm giving the hyphen and just give it bucket. Okay, export not valid in tfvar. What? Okay, I did forgot to add the equal here, so just give the equal and now hit the enter. Okay, it's exported. You can get and check the variable. Sorry, you can give the echo dollar and give the, okay, you can check. So Python DevOps demo bucket. Now we have to run the Terraform itself. Terraform plan. So refreshing the state because we did some changes. Okay, going to delete all the thing and start create to force replacement. You can check here. Okay, so Python DevOps 2. Let me increase the size of the CLI itself. Python DevOps bucket. Okay, so that's how we can use the export means the precedence 2 just tf-var, sorry, underscore var. Now run the Terraform apply and see it will delete the bucket first and then create the new one. Let's refreshing the state. Yes, let's start destroying the existing one. It's deleted this bucket, now creating the new one. So destruction is completed here. Okay, it's created the new bucket. Let's check. Currently it shows like this. Let's refresh this and the name is changed. So this is our second priority. Okay, now we are going to learn the third one. Give me a moment. So that's how we can use the export and check the precedence of the CLI one, the export one. So how can we replace the variable.tf by default? So next one is we are going to create the terraform.tfvars file. Okay, so let's minimize the size of the terminal and run the clear command here. Now we have to create a one more file which is terraform.tfvars. Terraform.tfvars. Okay, and we have to give only one line code and this is the bucket name, and bucket name will be Python DevOps demo bucket, and these are priority 3, so give the priority, just give it 3. Okay, let's save it and now run the command. So Terraform plan first, it will show you what is the changes. It's refreshing the state. You can check we are force replacement, that is priority 3. Okay, now run the Terraform apply, asking for the yes. Let's hit enter. So it will start destroying the existing bucket and will create the new bucket which has the name Python DevOps bucket demo bucket priority 3. So let's check into the console itself. Let's refresh it so we can check Python DevOps demo bucket hyphen priority 3. Now we have to use the terraform.tfvars.json. See, I did not remove this, the previous one as well. The export we have used echo. Let me check what is the what we have echoed. Okay, tfvar bucket name. So it's already there, but it is replaced by the terraform.tfvar file. Why? Because terraform.tfvar has the highest priority. Same for the variable.tf file. Same for the variable.tf file. Now we are not going to remove this file as well. We are just copying this file. Let's copy this file and change the name. First paste it here, paste here, and then change the name. Let me rename it. Rename terraform.tfvar, and we have to give the JSON after that. .json. Okay, and then we have to give into the JSON syntax. So what is the JSON syntax? Let's copy all the things. Control A, give into the curly braces, and then remove this equal and give the column. Okay, you have to give this one is also into the double quote. Now it shows correctly. Now I'm getting the error bucket name. I think I need to give the space from here. Let's save it, and then we have to run the Terraform command. Okay, let me change something. Priority 4. Let's save it. It should not show in red, but let's check Terraform plan. It's refreshing the state. Okay, let's run the Terraform apply, then check what is changed. Okay, so shows the we have the bucket existing and gonna replace by the new bucket which has priority 4. So current is priority 3, it is deleted, and going to create the new bucket. So it's created. Okay, we have the priority 4. So that's how you can use the terraform.tf or .json file. It has the priority 4. Okay, now we have to check the priority 5. So priority 5, we have to give some file with the name of with the end of auto.tfvars extension. Okay, so let's copy this file or copy this file. Okay, we can copy this one, paste here, and rename it .auto, and give some different name like dev, stage, or prod. So I'm giving the dev.auto.tfvars. Okay, and give the priority 5. So currently we are on the priority 4. Okay, let's check in the console. It is priority 4. So now we have to open the terminal, just clear first, and then the Terraform plan. So it shows currently is the priority 4, and what is gonna be changed? It is going to force replace by the priority 5. And just run the command terraform apply. I'm using auto approve flow flag, auto approve. It will auto approve, and we do not need to pass the yes, as we got the prompt. So it destroyed the one bucket and created the new one. Destroyed bucket will priority 4 and created one is priority 5. Okay, so priority 5 is created. Then we have a priority 6. Okay, let's do some changes, or let's leave it. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing. Let's create this bucket for the prod, and you can give the you can give the tfvars as a variable, extension. Give bucket name is equal Python DevOps demo priority 6, and I'm giving the prod in the end. Okay, it is for the prod, so I give the prod. And now how can we use that tfvar file using CLI? As we are on the priority 6. Priority 6, use the var-file flag. So let's use the var flag, run the clear, and use the terraform plan -var-file equal. Okay, in the Windows we have to give the quote. Let's check into the Mac OS. It should take the file. Okay, it took. If you are using the window, you have to pass the double quote here. Okay, so it replaces the bucket name priority 6 with the prod, and then you have to run the same command. Okay, use the var flag, terraform apply -var-file, and then equal, give a prod.tfvars. So it will replace with the existing bucket. You can add the auto approve as well in that same CLI command. Okay, this deleted the previous bucket and created the new one. Okay, so bucket is created and the name is Python DevOps demo bucket priority 6 prod. Okay, you can check into the console as well. So let's go into the console here in this tab. So see, the name is changed, Python DevOps demo bucket priority 6 prod. Now last, which has the highest priority. So you have to give the variable name directly into the CLI itself. So how can we do that? Just clear it and then the terraform apply -var directly, then give equal and give the bucket name, whatever your variable name, bucket name, and then equal, and the value will be Python DevOps bucket priority 7, the priority highest. Okay, highest, and just hit enter, and it will replace the existing one. So it's refreshing the state, and current bucket name is priority 6 and the prod. Okay, just skip the yes to the prompt. It's deleted the existing one and created the new one. Okay, so that's all in this video. I will paste the notes, also the code into the same folder. So we have checked about everything variable precedence in the Terraform. You know all the 8 ways, pass variable, and exactly which one win. In the next video we will set up a remote state using S3, so the state file is no longer sitting on your laptop. See you there. Thank you.